Fatima was known throughout the bustling city for her extravagant wealth and unmatched beauty. She owned palaces that gleamed under the sun and businesses that seemed untouchable. One evening, while sipping tea under the golden chandelier of her mansion, she received a sealed letter. The message read, "Your fortune has grown too large for this world. Some believe it's time for you to pay the price. Accept our offer of protection or face the inevitable." Fatima's eyes narrowed. Who dared to challenge her? The days that followed were strange. Her trusted butler, Hamid, began acting suspiciously, lingering in rooms longer than necessary. Strange black cars appeared near her estate, their passengers watching her every move. Fatima hired private security, but unease clawed at her mind. One night, during a gala celebrating her latest charitable endeavor, she overheard whispers among the guests. "She thinks she's untouchable. Let's see how long that lasts." Fatima's heart raced. Who could she trust? The betrayal came not from her enemies, but from her closest confidant, Hamid, the man who had been by her side for over a decade. She found him one night in her study, rifling through her financial records. "Hamid!" she exclaimed. "How could you?" He turned to her, tears in his eyes. "You don't understand, Fatima," he said, voice shaking. "They threatened my family. If I didn't help them, they would take everything I hold dear." Before she could respond, masked figures stormed into the room, binding Fatima's hands. "We warned you," one of them said. "Now you'll learn what it means to lose everything." Thrown into the back of an unmarked van, Fatima struggled against her restraints. The vehicle screeched to a halt in the middle of nowhere, and she was dragged into a decrepit warehouse. The air reeked of oil and decay. But Fatima wasn't just a damsel in distress. Using a shard of broken glass she had secretly picked up, she freed herself and outmaneuvered her captors. As the night stretched on, she found herself in the city's underground, guided by an enigmatic figure who simply called himself Shadow. "Why are you helping me?" she asked. "Because," he replied, "no one escapes the people who came after you. If you survive this, it will be a first." With Shadow's help, Fatima pieced together the conspiracy against her. It wasn't just random enemies. It was a network of those she once trusted. Her ex-business partner, her estranged cousin, and even her childhood friend Zainab had conspired to topple her empire. In a daring showdown at a private yacht, Fatima confronted her betrayers. She played her final card, a dossier of incriminating evidence that would destroy them if released. "You underestimated me," she said, her voice steady. "This game isn't over." As authorities closed in, Fatima walked away, her head held high. She had lost much, but she vowed to rebuild, stronger, smarter, and untouchable. The epilogue, the cost of power months later, Fatima sat in a modest office overlooking the city. Gone were the palaces and grandeur, but a spark of defiance remained in her eyes. Wealth had made her a target, but survival had made her unstoppable. "Let them come," she whispered, smiling. "I'm ready. Subscribe me for second part.